my first surfboard was given to me when I was 9 years old by a young bloke, 18. He was going to the Second World War in 1942, and unfortunately that poor bloke never came back. That board was a redwood, about 8-9 foot long. Excuse me. And we had it at Mum. I had it laying around, and Mum got it and used it as a pot plant holder. And the next time I've gone back there, it's rotten away. It took two of us to get this damn thing down to the beach, the sideboard, but we didn't have a clue. And another story onto that, the Duke's board that was left out here in 1914, that was just thrown around freshly up in the main deck area. And like if you want to play table tennis or something, you just throw that bloody thing down the road out of the way. And then one day we all grabbed it and took it and tried to ride it. I don't think anyone rode it. Yet when the Duke came out in 56, I was at Freshie, I took a movie of it. He went out there, and I think the Duke in 56 was 60 something, and he was cornering on it and everything, and we were all fit young buggers, but we couldn't really handle it, and he went out freshwater, surfed it like as though he was a 20-year-old kid. It was amazing. How I got started really was making your own surfboard. They were too dear to buy, and I was an apprentice carpenter at 14 and always mucking around down Freshie Beach, and decided to make my own when I was 15. So I did that, and then I didn't make any money out of surfboards in those days, but friends that want to have a surfboard, so they'd come up to Dad's garage and we'd make it all together. There'd be 4 or 5 of you, and we just made each other's boards and helped each other. Then later on, about 1956, I went to New Guinea, timber getting and gold rigging and all that sort of thing. And I got pretty crapped off with that up there. It was too wet and too much grog. So I came back and I struck it for a job. I was a beach inspector at Manly, and that's where I saw the Americans with these balsa boards. I could not believe it, and I ran straight home and drew up a little plan and made my first, what we nicknamed them Okanuies, but a plywood look-alike of a balsa board. And that was the start of it. Then I started making a few bob out of the surfboards. I started charging for it. Well, we had no machinery at all. It was just handsaw, a German jack, and a smoothing plane, and lots of handheld sandpaper. And that was it. There was not one bit of machinery. Later on, I got a bandsaw, and when we got the balsa, we ended up with very large, heavy English planers, about 4 or 5 inches wide. They were huge and big and very, very heavy. A few years ago, they lasted for about a year, and then the Japanese started bringing them out, Tower and Makita, and they were much, much lighter. It was, in those early days, everything Hawaiian was good. We didn't even know what it was, but it sounded good, so we nicknamed them Okanuies. You'll have to ask the Hawaiians, it's probably a dirty word.